Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today is a special Fiverr order. Somebody backed my Fiverr, said, hey, I want you to check out my game. And I said, hey, how about you pay me $50? They said, we'll do that! And so we're here right now about to check out the 214th most popular project in tabletop games. That is Travelus, sustainable and modular board game designed with 8 unique and light strategy family games in one box for I'm going to guess that's 2 to 8 players. So 2 to 8 players, 5-minute setups, 45 minutes to play. Oh, wow, there's some meat there. Ages 14 plus. I don't imagine that's right, and if it is right, that's really surprising. So $59 Canadian, so I'm already knowing this is under MSRP, 8 games plus more. And this is one thing I want to know from the crowd, because this is a really hard sell, just period. Because honestly, I think as gamers, anytime we see just X games in one, it just immediately makes us think that the quality of those games is going to be not what we would like. Because, designing one good game is really hard. So the 8 games and more, I think it's just a hard sell on Kickstarter. I'm also getting very lightweight vibes here, which is another hard sell on Kickstarter as well. But the main thing I see here is that at 214th position, that means there wasn't enough pushing of the boat, so to speak. So that means the stuff in the front end, whatever marketing, advertising, whatever excitement you had, wasn't quite enough to carry it up, because that's a really far way to fall, because that's not just in games, that's in tabletop games exclusively. So right now there are 213 projects on here that they're more likely to see based on the magic and popularity chart than your game, despite the fact I do like this main image. I think it's colorful. It tells me exactly what I'm getting here. I forgot what country it was, but if you market your game for ages 14 plus and you don't have to meet certain safety standards like choking hazards. Ah, you know what, Kevin? I think I've actually heard something around the bat too. That sounds about right. But still, that's kind of a little bit of a turnoff there, because if this is ages 6 plus, it goes for a whole different market, whereas it's ages 14 plus. I don't know what to expect here. I'm expecting lightweight games. As always, when you go to the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Convince me. Let's go. Setup time under 5 minutes. 2 to 8. Oh, 9. Whoa, okay. Too fast. Whoa, too fast, too fast, too fast. 9 double-sided modular boards. Oh, so these are the modular boards. Okay. So yes, I'm getting a very lightweight vibe here. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's a harder sell on Kickstarter. Okay. Going really fast. I think that's too fast. I think we need to slow down a little bit on this, because I'm seeing entirely different gameplay stuff going on here. Okay.
Hi.
Okay. So the first thing there, you're trying to spotlight the components, but honestly, I feel like this does the opposite of that. When I see these components, I'm like, those are Legos. And I imagine this is going to go in, this is on prototypes. These are, okay, so maybe if they're prototype components, we don't zoom into them, right? Like, if we're not trying to spotlight these, maybe we don't spotlight them.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Hi, I'm Virginia.
And welcome to our Kickstarter.
Ever since I was a little kid, I always enjoyed the creative process. I like to take an idea and turn it into something, especially if it's something.
Now, I can completely hear what both of you are saying, but I always think subtitles are a good idea. Not that I think it's an issue for most people, but I'm not most people. I don't have hearing issues yet, except for bad. Well, I can't. Never mind.
Meaningful and purposeful.
If I hadn't been an actor or a director, I would have chosen to be a game designer. So I'm very excited to be doing that now in my life. Virginia, well, she is definitely the architect.
Jack just came up with these ideas about these worlds and just make them come to life. We wanted to create something that is innovative, unique, and lasting. Okay, so here's the thing. First thing I'm going to say is I don't think most people are going to get all the way through this video. Generally on the Kickstarter video, it's flash, it's premiere, it's convincing me the 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Right now, I don't think I'm convinced on any of those. And I think one thing that might help is if this happens to be a game
with more meat on it, because it's a 45-minute game with, you know, drafting or deck building or asymmetric characters or anything like that. If it's not just like a mass market style game, I would have spotlighted that by now, because I have no idea about this game, and I'm a bit underwhelmed. Like, I didn't see that much variability in the boards that I say 8 games. You know, and maybe that's because they were too fast. I don't know. All right, back to it.
We wanted to create something that is innovative, unique, and lasting. And because we care about the environment, we are very mindful and selective about the things that we put out into the world.
But it was great. We really achieved our goals, finding the right amount of strategy, how to make the games engaging.
And I believe that we have succeeded in...
I want less you, more 8 games. I think if you're going to do the 8 games, I think the best way you're going to be able to do this is have a decent price and just get 2 games, maybe 2 games that sink me in and say, oh, that looks like fun. Oh, that looks like a cool little press your luck style game. Or, oh, I think my kid would like that. And instead, we're focusing much more on the behind-the-scenes, creative process, entertaining worlds and stuff like that. And I don't think that's what's going to move the needle here. Because, once again, you got to put it in perspective. There are 213 other tabletop games above you that are also competing for attention, and I don't think this is doing it.
Making Travelus as 8 games in a box versus 8 separate games in 8 separate boxes. The modular design allows us to reduce the number of components used and recycle the uses effectively.
And so we're here, blessed because we now have the time to focus and create this game for you.
And we're so excited about the possibilities. We want to bring Travelus to you, so we're here asking for your support to support our idea to make Travelus exist. When you pledge any amount or when you share this campaign with your friends and family, it really helps us activate our dreams and let us bring a little joy into your world.
That is tugging at the heartstrings really powerfully there. The music was well done.
Thank you.
So I think the biggest issue I have here is I don't mind the personal touch at the end, but I just need to know more about the games. Like, let's focus here. These are prototype components, just the box shot, but the actual game you showed was 8 seconds. And no, it wasn't even that. It was 3, it's 2 seconds. You ready? You ready to see the gameplay? The game components? For some reason, Vegas was spliced in there, I do believe. Or no, that's just a major highway. I'm not sure. I need more game. There's 214 other people that have games competing with you that I know more about their games from the video, I would imagine. So I think that video is going to be a hard sell. All right, so always curious about the world, love to learn and create. First created, 13 backed. Okay. So do I want Katie to do it? How much is it right now? That is, I'm not feeling comfortable on any of those at the moment. So hopefully you can convince me of those in here. Includes 8 unique and light strategy family games in one box. It is a board game design that lets 2-to-play players play different games, which share kind of common components. It's a modular design that provides exceptional value and promotes sustainability. One other thing that I would recommend is, I saw this was on Board Game Geek, which was good, but I don't know if I would necessarily break it up into 8 separate categories. I think you'd probably get more bang for your buck just putting the one category and then, you know, going in depth about the 8 different games in the description part of it. I sent you a note on your Facebook page. I see there's a Best Game Kickstarter award voting going on. Ooh, thank you, Sean. I'll have to check that out. So this is the... What is this? Splice from the video. Oh! You zoomed in for a second. I actually got to see something on the board there for a second. Okay, so we see spots around it. I see dice on... Yeah, so now I'm seeing dice numbers on here. I'm seeing a little bit more gameplay here. Okay. Modular boards. What does that say? 64 playing pieces. So the... Oh, so we're going too fast. 392 cards. Wow, 392 cards. Holy moly. Yeah, this is all like really valuable information. So 392 cards. I'm seeing, wow, look at those cards. Okay, This is the first time I've really said to myself, oh, okay. This time, and I'm seeing lots of different information on this cards. You know, this is one game, this is another game, this is for use for this game and for that game. That's really good. That's really clever game design right there. That gets me more excited about the game. But once again, I would have missed it. You blink and you miss it. It's gone. Instead, we got all the fancy stuff. Oh, now you're talking about the games. See, I feel like the intersplicing of real-world content is just not helpful at all. I know you're trying to, like, kind of give me the idea, oh, this is a rocket-themed game, but I don't think this is the way to do it. Because, like, let's really look at this right here. Just this one specific game. Because I love space-themed games. I love the idea of space. I'm a huge Elon Musk fan, and just space in general, and just go to Mars, whatever. So we get into the game, I see... You know, generic shot of a rocket ship going up. Prepare rockets to launch, compete to win. I assumed I was trying to win. I see kind of a clip art shot of a rocket launching. And then I see people having fun, which is great. Good, people are having fun. I don't see anything about the game. And now we're just back to hurting animals. So I think this is the biggest thing here. I need to know more. You're showing me way too much sizzle and not enough steak. The 8 selected games included are unique, each with its own theme, rules, and mechanics. Each game uses a number of components, and although the components are the same, they have distinctive names and use in each game. Multi-use cards are numbered and color-coded so they can be added, removed, and shared. The boards. So this is all good. This is all the good stuff that I want to hear about. We've adopted the name Travelus to mean let's travel together. We built the type of yada, yada, yada. Where's the price? What are the 8 games? So yes, what do I want right now as a consumer? I want the price. Because, you know, maybe you got me, you pulled my heartstrings, they're like, I want to support this, I love sustainability, let's make this dream come true, yada, yada, yada. At that point, I just want to know the price. I want to support you. And even if I'm not that person, I'd still just like to know the price. What are the 8 games? So these are the 8 games. Shape. Okay. And this is not just going to be that snippet. Oh no, this is more detail.
Wherever you are. Or go to the airport of the same color and count from there. There are wild cards where you can start from any airport on Earth. Treasure hunting is fast-paced. You must always anticipate the unexpected. Stay alert for every landing space creature.
So I have a lot of thoughts on this. I don't necessarily dislike this, assuming the 100% I don't need the rules after I watch this video. And to have one on each of these, this is really awesome. And honestly, this is something I would have mentioned earlier. You know, maybe even in the video, like, hey, if you're interested in knowing more about these 8 games, you know, we have a comprehensive how to play in every single one of them down below. Come see the mechanics. So what kind of games are these? It's been discovered there's 64 pieces that still exist somewhere on the planet. You, as the many passionate art collectors, are on a treasure hunt to build up a collection through competitive and relentless acquisition, bidding and trading. Okay, immediately. This is a buzzword that I think needs to be spotlighted. I don't want to hear 8 games in one. I hear one of them's a bidding game. You know, let's see what this one is. The discovery is lying close enough to the surface to be open mined, but too far. It's a squad of 8 different types of mining and metal that work together. You are expected to lead your squad through the expedition and be the first to arrive. This one doesn't really tell me about the mechanics, which I don't like. You're the lead designer. All territories are competent to build the rocket miner. Constructing a rocket is a competitive and challenging task. An assembly requires 6 modules that must be placed in the correct sequence. So is this... Actually, like, I just want to know the mechanisms. Like, what is each one? Is there a drafting game? Is there an action selection game? Those are buzzwords you could definitely use, because I think you need those buzzwords to kind of make me not think, you know, oh, this is an 8-in-1 game. Like, ugh. Because I think that's a stigma around this, especially on Kickstarter. So I really need to see the price here, because component-wise, I'm not dazzled by the components, and I'm worried that you went through a manufacturer, especially if it's sustainable, where the price is probably going to be high here. Their videos looks and sound great, but I got the impression from the first few videos that it was akin to making a theatrical trailer for Yahtzee. That's kind of what I got as well. I don't imagine any of these are just going to be deeply dripping with theme, because it's hard to do that, period. Our fleshing new social experience. The games were creative, engaging, and unique in their themes. A good blend of strategy and fun. Sean said that. Okay. So, I don't like Kickstarter previews generally, but I know they're very useful. At least having one. But these, like, impressions from people that know you is not what I want. And the main reason why is I'm going to bet that you taught those people how to play the game. When I see something from a previewer, that probably tells me that you at the very least blind play tested these rules, because essentially you're making 8 rule booklets. There's a lot of steps to trip on, and I worry. So hopefully we get to see a rule booklet somewhere down here. We think Travelus is for you because you get to experience the lives of your dream in 8 different worlds. Once again, I'm also just looking for the price as well. And I know it's over here. I can go get it over here. But if you're on mobile, that's an extra click that you don't want to make. It should be seamlessly interweaved into your story. You will save money and space with 8 games in one box. Why do we need help? What are the reward tiers? Okay, so we're getting down to it. I don't feel like everything that you have told me here is more important than your price. Because really, at the end of the day, it's about organization and what information is most important. And I don't think that these are moving the needle. I need to see the price. So what are the reward tiers? We always wanted to make Travelus affordable and accessible to as many people as possible. We believe passionately in keeping our campaign simple, not just so we could spend more time on sourcing high-quality components and communicating with our supporters, but also reduce the chance of production and fulfillment issues. If you want to see more campaigns like this, please share this one. Okay? There are 3 reward tiers. You can manually enter any value of contribution greater than the minimum for that tier. You can also pledge without expecting a reward by selecting the Make a Pledge without a reward option. Okay. Welcome, and I want to see how many people are new to this. I'm going to guess that this one is actually relatively high ratio of new people. Yes, I called this. Okay, so this means you do have like a small pocket of people who, when you relaunch, because let's be quite honest, at the 214th position, at the position this is in, this is not going to fund. Barring some sort of, pulling some sort of rabbit out of your hat, getting a celebrity retweet or some shenanigans like that. So that's good. That's good that that's there. There is a base. Welcome to that. But you need to draw the new people in. And you're clearly not drawing the new people in. You have the people that are your friends that want to see you succeed, and the people who you've tried this game, they like this game, but I don't feel like you're convincing the Kickstarter backers. Which, once again, I put it partially on the page because I don't think most people are going to be wowed by anything that I've seen here so far. But mostly just because, I don't know. It's just a hard sell. This kind of game is a hard sell. With this pledge, you'll get campaign updates. Okay, welcome aboard. So the $59 pledge, you're telling me I get a $10 savings. It's less than $60. Reasonable price. Don't have an issue with that. 8-in-1 games. Granted, I'm not the most impressed with the 8-in-1 games. I'm getting there slowly after seeing the cards. But what I need here is the shot. The long, sexy scrolling shot of the components and why I'm spending $59, focusing on the dual-use cards, maybe like a little blurb about each of the games, something like that. And then let's travel together. You will say, this is the retailer, 6 of them. All right, so we got 32 people who just want to support. These are the people who want to support your dreams. They're like, yeah, I'm cool not getting the game. Most likely. Either that or they're just putting tons of cash in there, which is always good as well. 23 backers want the game, and 1 person said they wanted a 6-pack of the game. So that's going to be really hard to do. Typically, your average print run, your minimum print run is going to be around 500 copies. So I definitely think you're going to have to do a lot of polishing to appeal more to Kickstarter backers, which are typically people who are deeper into the board game hobby. And there's nothing, like I said the exact same thing about the most recent one from Breaking Games, who did Dwellings of Eldervale, but they had like a mass market style game that looked like it would be at Target. It's just, that's not Kickstarter's. Like, that's not something that typically works that well on Kickstarter. Reward tiers. The round, $59. Let's travel together. Okay. It's kind of redundant here. We just put it here, but then we put it here looking better. So I don't know why we do that, but whatever. What about shipping, tariff, and exchange rate? We will send rewards from various shipping hubs around the world, and we will deliver the games as soon as it is practical for each region. So next year in March, that's a reasonable time frame. Shipping costs to your destination will be charged through the pledge method below are the current estimates in Canadian dollars to travel to you. So I would convert this to US dollars because chances are most people, actually it's your people. It's the 57 people. Well, in a typical Kickstarter campaign, it's primarily people from the United States of America, unless you have like god-awful shipping. So let's see. Canada, Mexico, and US, $25. Wow, that is really bad shipping. And I know shipping sucks right now, but that brings your game to... it's Canadian money. Canadian money. It's a Canadian money. It's Canadian money. So $47 plus the $25, but that's also $25 Canadian. So this is why I think it'd be really easy if you so right now, show me the American dollars here. I think that, like, it's just a nice thing to do, especially considering that's where most of the people who shop on Kickstarter are from. Like, if you go look at other Kickstarter campaigns, 9 times out of 10, the most popular country will be the United States of America, and with a bullet in a lot of them. So this shipping area is going to be a really hard sell, A, because it seems high, and B, because you didn't convert it to, you know, my native currency. So what is 25 Canadian? 25 Canadian to USD. 1971. That is not a price that I'm very happy with, because now I'm paying $66 for this. You know, I guess that's just a little bit above MSRP, but I wasn't convinced. Like, nothing about this really convinced me that I was like, I need to spend the $66 on this game. And once that happens, and once it looks, and that's the worst thing that can happen to a Kickstarter. Like, once you get to this point where it looks like you're going to fail, people just naturally don't want to back. And I don't get it, quite honestly, but it is what it is. So yeah, so that's. How about stretch goals? Our goal is provided so we don't have. What? Are you giving as a discount? Okay. Our goal is to provide exceptional value while taking steps to support the sustainment of the environment. We have been making conscious and prudent decisions that align with our goals. We also want to ensure that everything we do reflects our principles within compromising the quality and quantity of the components. Oh my god, I had an idea. Okay, we're going to talk about my idea after I see how they did this, because I have an idea that I think would be a good idea here for other Kickstarter campaigns, potentially, without complicating the process and without impacting the timeline. During the process of getting quotes for Travelus, we realized we have little control over the shipping costs. However, we could potentially reduce manufacturing costs by increasing the number of copies. Yes, so instead of add-ons, we should be able to order more copies from the factory and pass on the savings to you. For the stretch goals, we work with out that every 2,000 backers starting at 2,000 and 6,000 will get $3 off each box. So essentially, they're giving you shipping savings in the back end. And I actually think that this is a really cool idea. I think that, like, especially for some Kickstarters who just want to be like, we have a premium version of the game, we're not doing stretch goals, which is quite a few companies do that. But to steal this idea in the back end, hey, here's the shipping. Every couple backers, it'll be, you know, if we get 50,000 backers, it's free shipping, like stuff like that. I actually really love this idea. I hope some other people steal this. $1, one tree, one planet. So you plant trees, cool. Whatever, shipping. Let's travel together. Who we are, the gratitude, the stuff. Is there anything I need down here? Not really. Most people aren't reading this. All right. So, do I want it? Not really. Let's look at the component shot. Is there even a component shot, or do I have to sift through videos? Okay, so here it is. So, modular boards, 8 inches. Oh, so you did the convert here. So those are pretty big size boards. Okay. 64 stackable playing pieces. And those are essentially Lego-esque things. 8 jewels, 96 green cards, 96 black cards, 96 yellow cards, 96 multicolored cards. So we're getting a lot of cards here. We're getting 300 some cards. 1d8 dice, 136. I think the rule booklet I really need to see as well. We absolutely have to have a rule booklet. And honestly, just gameplay videos. Like, don't get me wrong, those how to play videos are great. But if you just had underneath those a 2-player game of each one, just give me a feel for the game I think that would be very helpful as well. FAQ. Ooh, I like the organization, game, shipping, pledge banner. This is how it should be done. Okay. Looks good. Updates, comments. Hello from Toronto. We're incredibly honored that you choose to support Travelus in the first 48 hours. We can tell you how much it means to us to have your support so quickly. Thank you so much. At this moment, you have helped reach the 14% funding mark. Being first-time creators, we're absolutely thrilled with this amazing start. Together, we've made incredibly headway in such a short time. Please continue to share this so we can make our funding goal and bring Travelus to life. We're going to use this update section of the communication. So, here's one thing. You see... This is after the first day. You see things are not going well right now. It's just a fact of life. Next update, say, what are some suggestions you have to spice up the relaunch of this campaign? What do you think we could do better? What would you like to see focused on? Reach out to the small core you have and try to turn them into first day backers next time. And if people happen to stumble into this, they'll see that good customer service. And people want to be a part of that. You had a good personal touch at the end of this video, but I think the main issue was that was it. Like, that was all. It was like 3 seconds of gameplay and then just you. And I don't think that that's going to sell the game. Fantastic idea, great presentation. The very best of success for your campaign. You've made our day. Thank you for the support. Good luck, 25 shipping to Canada. Am I reading right? Yes, you are reading it right. These are current shipping estimates. We hope that, so yeah, that's once again really bad shipping, not just for the United States of America, but that's where you're from. Like typically, if a Kickstarter's from your area, it's like, all right, we get the good shipping, and then that guy's like, what the hell? And this once again kind of goes back to I don't know the size of the box, which is always just a cardinal sin. Is this a Ticket to Ride size box? You know, if this is a Ticket to Ride size box, I have a lot less issues with the shipping price, with the price itself. But if this is anything smaller than that, not a fan. And the fact that I'm thinking that after going through every single nook and cranny of your campaign, and I don't know the exact size. I think it's big because those boards are 8 inches, right? I don't know. I need to know more about the game. I need to know more about a lot here. I need a rule booklet, I need gameplay videos. So in the end, final grade on Travelus. Let me know in the comments below. And also, since this is a fiver, let me know in the comments below any suggestions you have. What were some things that I totally missed, or you thought I was wrong on, or thought I was right on? Let me know in the comments below. Final grade on this one. I'm going to go with the... do I want it? First and foremost, the most important thing, not really. The gameplay was not emphasized nearly enough without me having to like sift through quite a lot, which is just not how most people shop on Kickstarter. Can you do it? I don't feel super comfortable. I don't. The shipping price is really high, and shipping sucks for everybody. But it's just that combined with the fact I don't know the size of the box. And then how much is it? I think the price is okay if it's a Ticket to Ride size box, but I don't know the size of the box. So I'm going to give this one a D. I was not a fan of this Kickstarter. But let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade for Travelus? And as always, if you're enjoying this content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, celebrate my 10-year anniversary making YouTube content. Bye-bye. Boop.